Artificial intelligence. For about a decade ago, our world has been revolutionized with artificial intelligence. Right now, wherever you pass, you see
Define you.
you have a bit of artificial intelligence your side. Now, how does if this artificial intelligence even work? How does it work? We are going to look at four main steps or four main ideas or four main concepts behind artificial intelligence that makes it work. One, thinking humanly. Two, thinking rationally. Three, acting humanly. And four, acting rationally. These are the four main components when building artificial intelligence model you should take into consideration. Now let's take it one by one. What is thinking humanly? For you to be able to build an intelligent system, what you are going to do should have the ability to think like a human. That one should be a core characteristic of the model you are building. Either you are building into a robot or you are building a data model. You train the data model. Now, the ability of whatever you build able to think like a human can refer to your thing as artificial intelligence. Now, thinking humanly to the extent that when you give it a problem, the artificial intelligence will have the ability to analyze that problem and give you reasonable response. So like a human will think, so you give a human problem, the human will try and ways and means and find his or her way around it. That's how your model should also work. Now the next one is thinking rationally. Rationally means here that your machine should be able to think through a problem and produce, in fact, specified results. So, for example, there is no way when you should give your machine, your trained machine, 3 plus 3, it should be able to say 100. No. Or when there is no way when you ask your machine who is a boy, it should tell you the answer is 10. No. So your model or your machine should be able to think rationally like what humans do. So that's the second characteristic of artificial intelligence. Now the third one is acting humanly. There is no way your model or your robot you build, your trained data or your trained robot you should build, you should give it food and tell it to eat it should use its legs to fetch the food. It should have the ability to act like a human. Now the last one is acting rationally. It's obvious that your machine or any model you build, any artificial intelligence model you build, should be able to act like a rational being. When we talk about a rational being, should be able to do things in the right way, right manner. Right. Now, how is AI even used? AI is grouped into two main types or categories. Artificial intelligence is grouped into two main categories. One, we have the narrow artificial intelligence. Two, we have the general artificial intelligence or artificial general intelligence. Now, when we talk about the narrow artificial intelligence, it's also being referred as the weak artificial intelligence, that the weak AI. Even in this type of AI, it actually perform examples in a very specific manner. So, for example, a weak AI can be classified as, so if you've ever used a chat bot before, no, not a chat bot, a paraphrase tool, Every paraphrase tool you've used before is an artificial intelligence because they draw patterns and try to find patterns for you. Now, a paraphrase tool is a weak AI because it is modeled to only paraphrase. Okay, we have another one also like let's say a Siri. So now the artificial intelligence. So for example, you have an artificial intelligence that only, let's say, convert numbers to text or convert text to numbers. So these are the artificial intelligence that have limitations. So if you says it should just do this, it will only do this. There is no way it can do other things. If you are saying it should just convert text to speech, it will only convert text to speech. There is no way it can do other things. So those are called narrow AI or weak artificial intelligence. Now, when we talk about general artificial intelligence, this is sometimes referred to as a strong AI. It's a kind of artificial intelligence we actually see in movies, this super intelligence. So, for example, you see a robot running, communicating, transmitting data, being sent, doing household works. So that type of artificial intelligence is called a strong artificial intelligence or a general artificial intelligence. Please, any question with these two or so far? Right. If there are no questions, now examples of artificial intelligence. We have so many examples of artificial intelligence in our daily life. One, we have the smart assistants such as Siri. We have Alexa. We have disease mapping and prediction tools. We have manufacturing and drone robots, so drone robots. We have healthcare treatments, optimized or personalized. We have robots advisors for stock trading, so those in stock trading. We have artificial intelligence that can predict. We have so many artificial intelligence that's existing today. Now, either of them can be classified as either a strong or a general artificial intelligence. So we have example of weak AI. We have the Google search. What Google search do is to fetch you information from the web. We have image recognition software. And for an image recognition software, all that it does is to recognize an image for you. It can't sync for you, it can't do other things. They are narrowed or they are limited to only one thing to do. Self-driving cars, their main purpose is to drive a car from one place to the another. So this is the clear distinction between a narrow artificial intelligence and a general artificial intelligence. Now, what is artificial intelligence? What at all? Before we look at artificial intelligence, what is an algorithm? Now, an algorithm is a step-by-step way of solving a problem. So artificial intelligence is a set of algorithms and intelligence to try to mimic human intelligence. Set of algorithms and intelligence to try to mimic human intelligence. So it's a set of step-by-step processes that tries to actually do what human beings can do. And machine learning is one of them. Deep learning is one of those machine learning techniques. Now, what is machine learning? So today our main focus will be on machine learning. When we talk about machine learning, simply, it is you feeding a computer or a model with data and giving it techniques to be able to learn and make it better at a task. So machine learning is the process of you training your model with multiple data to make it learn progressively so that it gets better at the option or at the job you are giving to it, so that next time you wouldn't need to train it with the same data again. Now, for example, when you are building, let's say, AI software that can differentiate animals. So you show this animal, you show this picture to you show a picture of an animal to your software. It should be able to say this is a dog, this is a cat. Now, how are you able to do that? You will build your model, then with your model, you are going to train that model with pictures of animals. So before you deploy your model for use or for commercial use, you are going to train it. So you are going to show it pictures of animals such as dogs, cats, and a whole lot of species. Now, this model is going to learn this data. After learning, now when you deploy it and customers come and show a picture of a dog to it, it should be able to tell you, oh, this is a picture of a dog. That is the concept of machine learning. The process of you training or feeding your computer with data and the techniques so that it gets better with that data, and progressively in the future when you show it a similar data, it should be able to tell you what picture you are showing it. Right. Apart from machine learning, we have deep learning. So deep learning is the same thing in the same way, but with this one, you go deeper, involving the neurals, networks, hidden layers, drawing patterns. Now, let's move straight to the machine learning. Any question so far before we actually move? Okay, so I'm opening my. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. Machine learning. Let me make it continuous. This book is very simple and easy to understand. So we will look at what is machine learning, why machine learning, when should you use machine learning, and the types of machine learning. And when we go on, we'll be able to cover all these. Introduction to machine learning. So machine learning, as I initially explained, is the ability of you training your computer or training your model with data so that your model or your computer will get better with that data so that in the future it can be able to learn and be able to perform a task or predict based on the data you've been able to train it with. That's the whole concept of machine learning. Okay, so we will take a bit. So let's take this scenario. Now, you find a problem. Now, in a problem, you don't know what to do. So we are starting from here. We study the problem, then we write the rules for the problem. Writing the rules for the problem, we are going to evaluate. So I'm going to compare it to a software, artificial intelligence software that actually analyzes a picture of an animal and be able to predict. Now, we've studied a problem in our society that, in fact, people in our society can't differentiate between animals. So we try to come up with a software, AI software. This AI software, we are bringing it up. The problem we wanted to solve is it should be able to help humans or to help our colleagues around us be able to identify this is a dog, this is a cat, this is this. Now, after studying the problem, what are we going to do next? We are going to write the rules. Now, note, when I started, I said artificial intelligence is a set of algorithms. So we are going to write set of algorithms and data to our model. Here, we will show our model that this picture is a dog, this picture is a hen, this picture is a cock, this picture is a pig. We will show so many species to our model. Now, after showing to our model is going to learn all this data. It's going to learn to differentiate. How is it going to differentiate? It's going to draw patterns. So the last time I made mention of most of us right nowadays uses fingerprints. Now, every fingerprint option or fingerprint feature has a little bit artificial intelligence. When you place your finger for the first time at your phone, it's going to scan your finger and take the data from there. Now it learns your finger's data. So the next time you are coming to open it, it just takes the data from your finger and draws the patterns, analyze it before it gives decision. That's the same thing here. We've given so many species pictures to our model. Now our model has the ability to learn all these species. The next time we give our software to an outsider, the outsider will just go show a picture of a dog or a picture of a cock to our model. Our model will be able to say, look, this is a picture of a hen. This is a picture of a pig. This is a picture of a dog. Here, we've been able to make our machine learn from the data we've given to it. Please, any question? Okay, now so from this diagram, you can see from my far left, you study the problem. After studying the problem, we come to the middle one. It says train your machine learning algorithm. The set of rules we are coming to train. Note, you can't train an algorithm or you can't train machine learning algorithm without data. You need to feed it with the data. So it's the data, it's going to learn from it so that the next time you give it data, it can be able to say, okay, this, that, or that. Now we knew our problem. We are going to train. Whilst training, we imported data from somewhere. So let's say these are the data of our species. So we've gone to the forest, taking pictures of so many bears and bring it to our model. Now here we are coming to train it. We will train it, and after that, we will go and evaluate the solution. So we will try to test it, how it's been able to do. You analyze the errors. When it sees dog, does it say it's a bird? Or when it sees a shark, does it say it's a dog? We will train it, analyze everything, then launch our machine learning model. Here, it's in a state of perfection to the extent that whenever whatever data or whatever image of any species you give to our machine or model, it should be able to tell you which animal does that image come from. Please, any question so far? Now, as time goes on, when you build your machine learning model, as time goes on, you can progressively update the data. So maybe you train your data to, so let's say to you have enough data which was available to maybe up to 2000, and here is the case, we are into 2023. You want to there has been more data, or there has more species which has come alive due to evolution. Now you can go back to your model and add the new data you have. So it means you are going to update the data, you are going to train it again. So with the available data, you are going to add a new data to be able to train, and your machine to be able to adjust to the current system. So recently, Chat GPT was launched, and when you ask it question beyond 2021, it can't answer. Not that it is not intelligent. The chat GPT is very intelligent. It can answer a whole lot of questions. But when you ask it, it's an artificial intelligence model. It's intelligent, it's everything. When you ask it a question beyond 2021, so like a question in 2023, it can't be able to solve that question. That's how it works. You train your data with available data, and when there is another new data, you go and add. That means you are going to update your model. So artificial intelligence is based on data. The data you use to train it, the available data. Without data, there is no artificial intelligence. So it's from the data, the machine is going to learn, oh, this is that, this is this, this is that, this is this. Then after that, when the person goes and asks any question within that data, the machine will be able to provide you with a specified answer. Any questions so far? Why should you use machine learning? What at all? Why? Why do we even need machine learning? When you have a problem that requires many long lists of rules to find a solution, in this case, machine learning techniques can simplify your code and improve your performance. Now, so for the first one, or let's take a paraphrase tool. You've written a bulky article or work. Now you copied it from online. You don't want to be caught by these plagiarism softwares. You want to paraphrase everything. This you can't do it manually. You will need artificial intelligence. So here it will be able to help you paraphrase your tool, therefore helping you to solve complex problems. So it solves complex problems which there are no traditional approach solutions to it. The third one is non-stable environment. Machine learning software can adapt to new data. Yes, as I explained from the beginning, upon all that you've trained your machine, if you are having any new data to it, it can be able to learn from your new data. and from there you can be able to update it from time to time to time. So it also has the ability to update itself from time on. Types of machine learning. Types of machine learning. There are different types of machine learning. One, we have supervised machine learning. We have unsupervised machine learning. We have semi-supervised machine learning, and we have reinforcement learning. Right, let's try to dive inside one or two of them. In supervised machine learning, now this is it. A very good example is the software we just built. So we built a software to actually classify images into animals. Right. Now, with this is how it's going to unfold. With a supervised machine learning, the data you feed with your machine are classified into either algorithms and solution based, or you referring them as labels. So one, we've given a whole lot of images of animals to our machine or our model. Now it's going to classify this data based on certain qualities. So it's going to maybe do that. If the image you are showing me is having 4 legs, it should be classified as a mammal. And if the image is having 6 legs, as an insect. If it's having 2 legs, as it will be classified or labeled as bird. So with supervised machine learning, the data you are giving to your machine, they are grouped based on their desired solutions. So and they are referred to as labels. So when you give it data, it classified, okay, this one should be mammal, this one should be bird, this one should be an insect. So the machine has the ability or perform eight tasks based on the groups or the categories it has categorized your data into. Please, any question with this? Okay. Now, this is what I want you to do as a research assignment for our next meeting. Probably I might reschedule another meeting on Sunday evening. You will take a few practical look at some of the artificial intelligence software. But before that, this is what I want you to do now. Visit Chat GPT. Rose, do you know about Chat GPT?
No,
Hello.
no, I don't know about it. Hello?
If you are talking, I can't hear you.
Oh, is it okay now?
Hello. Maybe you can type too,
Hello?
because your I can see your
Hello?
mic is going up and down, but no voice is coming.
Please hold on.
So maybe you can type it for me
Oh,
to that using the chat session.
please, can you repeat yourself again?
So the assignment I'm giving you is you actually visit or you create an account with OpenAI. So you go to the internet, you search for OpenAI together is together openai.com. Then you chat with ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Now
Okay.
ask it questions beyond 2021. So maybe you can say Who is the president of maybe Nigeria in 2023? Ask it questions beyond 2021. And you see the response. Please record the response. Next time I'll ask. And anyone who is watching to please do your research. Go to chat GPT, ask it questions beyond 2021. Now, if you actually also find difficult to create an account with chat GPT, search for my folder space on Google. They are also academic dashboard they provide to students. So when you create accounts with them, you log in. Then on their feature, they have some feature called Ask the Joe. When you click on it, it's an artificial intelligence chatbot. Chat with it, then ask it beyond 2021. So it's a supervised learning, it's artificial intelligence machine learning model, which has limits not above 2021. So please do your research and we will continue next time. Please, any question?
No, Pastor.
Right. If there are no questions, thank you for today's class. Enjoy the rest of the week.
Me too. Thank you.